This is Lisa Giuliani. It's almost 4th of July, and I've been thinking out loud, and instead of posting on Facebook these thoughts, I thought I would just talk to you tonight, my friends. I was asked today about my plans for tomorrow, 4th of July, and every year I'm asked this question, and every year since 9/11, my response has grown more depressing to people, I guess, discouraging to people. To me, it's grown more honest. I boycott 4th of July. I think I might be the only one I know who does, at least where I live here in State College, Pennsylvania. Everyone else here in State College, they call it Happy Valley, is celebrating. I'm not celebrating 4th of July. I see no cause for celebration. Our economy's in the tank. We've got massive amounts of people unemployed. The figures on the unemployment stats don't even reflect the accurate number of people that are unemployed, because not everyone that doesn't have a job is collecting unemployment compensation. Subcontractors, people like that, are not collecting, and so their numbers are not reflected, and there are many of them. The bankers are still ripping us off. We have no real choice as far as political candidates. It's all political theater before us. They parade these puppets. No real opposition, just political theater, a dog and pony show. The illusion of choice where there really is no choice. And I say this over and over again, and people look at me like I'm crazy. Yet we see the results of these bogus elections every 4 years, and nothing gets better. In fact, things have only gotten worse. No matter which side of the aisle the puppet comes from, everything just keeps deteriorating. We are in war. We are in war, unprovoked war, because obviously, if you haven't heard by now, Iraq had nothing to do with 9/11. And 9/11 was the pivot point for all of this perpetual war that we find ourselves in now with everyone in the Middle East, it seems. Let's see, Afghanistan, Iraq, they want to go after Iran, Syria, Pakistan. I mean, we're facilitating genocide and ethnic cleansing of indigenous Palestinians. Israel wants to wipe them off the map. And they are able to do these crimes against humanity because the United States facilitates them with our taxpayer dollars and with free military assistance. And when I say taxpayer dollars, I mean like a gravy train, a boat, ocean load, whatever, of money to the billions of dollars. It's madness. It's evil. I don't see any cause for celebration in the fact that many, many, many Americans out there are pilled up on antidepressants. I don't see anything to celebrate about the fact that our children are being dumbed down in public indoctrination centers, or that our mass media, our mainstream media, lies to us on a continual daily basis. Half-truths are still whole lies. And I know on 4th of July, what I've seen over the course of my life is that people tend to block out, more so than all the other days of the year, because they block stuff out every day, stuff that's unpleasant. But on 4th of July, it's like people like to pretend the rest of the world does not exist. Outside of the fireworks and the grilling and the kayaking and the tubing and who's going to a family reunion, and it's really just, it's sick. It's sick listening to people because there's all this other stuff going on and everyone has their blinders on. We're free. We live under surveillance cameras. We can't even post on Facebook without being warned. You're posting too fast. You're not using your wall for its intended purpose, because that's the message I got last night. 3 times from Facebook for posting pictures, many of which were not what anyone, I don't think, would consider controversial. And we do have freedom of speech, supposedly, still in this country. Yet we have protesters being stifled and brutalized by police. So, like, I don't understand. What are we celebrating here? We're celebrating illusion? Or are we celebrating the fact that all these rotten, evil things, these horrible things that are happening in the world are not happening to us? Are we celebrating that we're not them? Is that really what we're celebrating on Independence Day? We're free of what's happening to them right now? When any one of us is oppressed in the world, we all are oppressed. The potential is there, and it is great. And I think it's really disgusting that everyone wants to block it out because they prefer to think about grilling their hot dogs. I have many, many friends in the Middle East, and I hope to have many more. And I want to tell you all how deeply, deeply sad I am and ashamed that the majority of the people in my country, this country, refuse to see objective reality. I have a conscience, and I conscientiously object to the 4th of July, and I'm going to continue boycotting 4th of July until we have a real Independence Day, if that day ever comes, when we're free of psychopathic control, free of the pathocracy, free of war, when we're not slaughtering innocent people that had nothing to do with 9/11. Nothing to do with 9/11. And all of this war we're in is based on that. And I know you'd rather be thinking about bottle rockets and M80s and whatever else you're going to be doing tomorrow, drinking beer and eating burgers and being ridiculous. But this is the stuff I think about. And there is no cause for celebration as far as I'm concerned. So, when people ask me what I'm doing, they regret asking me because I tell them the truth. And I noticed around here, at least, people are not used to straight shooters. They're used to eating their pills with the sugar coating on top, the Flintstone vitamin version of truth and response. They don't really want to know how you're doing. It's more like, how are you doing? Fine, if you don't ask for details. That kind of mindset around here. I call it the bubble of unreality. They call it Happy Valley. And I guess you have to be pretty damn brainwashed if you can find happiness in everything that's going on. Anyway, I just wanted to say this because these thoughts are on my mind, and since I'm getting grief from Facebook for posting, I just thought it was a more personal way to share my thoughts with my friends. And whatever you're doing tomorrow, I hope that you do keep in mind that all is not happy and that we are not really free. We're all connected. And you have to try to give a damn about people you don't know. I do. I care very much. And to the people all over the world, the besieged people being attacked by our predatory crime syndicate of a government, I want to say I stand in solidarity with you.